8 things what happy people do differently at work. If you're listening to this, it is very likely that you work in an office every day. It can be a frustrating experience too. After all, most of your working hours are spent with people you don't get along with and at office where the conditions aren't always ideal. Think of it as a given. Most people hate their jobs, right? But if your office is more like home than the other alternative, then congratulations, you might have found happiness at work. However, before we focus on what makes happy workers different from their less cheerful colleagues, we need to talk about some things unhappy workers do differently at work first. Welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be discussing 8 things that happy people do differently at work. Without further ado, let's dive in. Eat breakfast and do exercise regularly. You're probably aware that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. It's also the one people tend to skip the most. If you are a happy worker, you're likely a proud breakfast eater. In fact, according to a study by National Restaurant Association and American Dietetic Association, 78.4% of Americans don't eat breakfast. If you're among the majority, then you are probably not getting the recommended daily intake of nutrients from the food you're eating. Skipping breakfast means you are missing out on fiber, minerals, B vitamins, and water too. So not only you are not energized for the day ahead, but you are also not meeting your daily nutrition goal. You need to take care of yourself in order to be happy at work. This means taking care of your body and your mind. Both are equally important. If you want to feel good about yourself every day, then try doing things like exercising and eating right. These things can have a big impact on how well you feel about yourself and how well you do your job every day. But exercise is only one part of taking care of yourself. It doesn't matter if you exercise every day, if all you do is sit behind a desk all day long too. So make sure that while you exercise regularly, also take time out for other activities like reading or meditating or just sitting quietly by yourself enjoying a cup of your favorite beverage. Spend time with loved ones. There is so much more to life than work, right? And while your job is an important part of your life, it's not everything. That's why you need to make time for the things that are important, like your family. Happy people are more likely to make an effort to spend time with their loved ones. There's no real reason to do this other than the fact that you enjoy it. And while you enjoy being with your family, you also enjoy being with your colleagues. So, while you are at it, make time to also meet your professional peers too. You're likely to learn something new from your colleagues and make valuable connection that can help you in your career. Do your best work every day. Work is the assignment we have all been given, and while you don't have to like it or even enjoy it, you do have to do your best work every day. If you are a happy worker, you're likely to put in the effort to do your best work every day. But what exactly does doing your best work every day means? It means you're always trying to improve, even if you don't think you are. It also means that you are looking for opportunity to do your work in a new way. Happy workers are constantly looking for ways to do their jobs better and better than they did yesterday. Set boundaries with colleagues. Work can easily become a toxic space. This is especially true if you're working with people you don't get along with. So before you start working with a colleague, do some soul researching. Ask yourself, do I get along with this person? If so, then ask yourself, how can I set boundaries so that we don't mess each other up? In order to be happy at work, you need to learn how to set boundaries with your colleagues. Build a culture of gratitude. Work is a privilege, not a right. You are lucky to have a job, not entitled to one. So when you're at work, try to remind yourself that you are lucky and grateful too. Happy workers are more likely to stop and think about all the things they have to be grateful for. You don't have to be religious or spiritual about it. It just means taking a few minutes every day to remind yourself of what you have. Don't sweat the small stuff. Yes, even at work. If you are a happy worker, you're less likely to spend your time at work worrying and stressing over everything that isn't going well. Happy workers are more likely to spend their time helping out when they are not scheduled to work and doing things that don't have deadlines. Happy workers are less likely to spend their time on things that don't matter. We all know that the small things add up. So make sure you spend your time on things that matter. Be transparent about work culture. Work culture is important. It sets the tone for the way your colleagues behave. If you want people to be happier at work, you need to make sure your work culture is friendly, inclusive, and respectful. Happy workers are more likely to make their work culture transparent to the people they work with. Happy workers make sure they're transparent about their work culture. Happy workers don't hide things. Using technology for the right purposes. Technology can be a wonderful tool, but before you use it, ask yourself, am I happy if I don't use it? Happy workers are more likely to use technology for the right purposes. You don't have to be stuck in front of a computer screen all day. Happy workers are more likely to use technology for things like communication and collaboration, but not like things for work stuff. We hope that this video has helped you to better understand happy workers. If you're happy at work, then it's important to understand what makes happy workers so happy. Happy workers do a little things that make a big difference. The truth is, there is a lot you can do to be happier at work. Happy workers know that they are more likely to be happy, so they do things that help them be happy. That's it for this video. Be sure to give big thumb up if you like this video and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. See you in the next one.